And we're out of camp, walking towards Damascus, Virginia. It's cold. I've got my buff around my head. Both Charge and I are wearing our raincoats because the wind is really brisk. So this morning, because of our valiant or crazy or something 27-mile day yesterday, we have but 2 miles to walk into Damascus. So that's what we're doing now. We're going to walk into Damascus, and I'm hoping when we walk there, Sloths in Damascus, but we're probably going to look for somewhere that we can go and grab some breakfast, some hot coffee, and warm up. The prime topic of conversation this morning was, well, 2 things. How much our bodies hurt. You walk 27 miles, you eat a rehydrated meal, and then you lie on an inflated mat in a tent with an aching body and try and get a decent night's sleep. Sometimes that night's sleep is not so good. And the other thing was how much we smelt and whether we should try and have some kind of clean-up before we went to town. We decided that there are a lot of hikers in town and everyone's going to be smelly, so we didn't bother. I'll come back to Charge at some stage for some comments, but yeah, a quick walk into town. And hang on a second, we need to capture this Charge. This is Charge's morning ritual. He likes to say hello to the trail when he starts. Yeah, we'll come back to Charge later and have a bit of a chat, but we camped with 2 really lovely people last night. Bush from Australia, and MD who's an American, and HR I should say, MD. HR is an American. We had a big fire which we sat around, and it was really lovely. It was a really, really lovely night, combined with the most sensational sunset. It was this huge bright red ball that was falling out of the sky. And I know that's part of the fact that there's dust and smoke in this atmosphere because of the Canadian fires, but still, it was a really glorious sunset. So we'll take it. Okay, 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles. That's all we've got to do, and we get to the town of Damascus, Virginia. Just heard from Sloth, and so the current plan is we're going to walk into Damascus and then walk to the Air BnB that Sloth's parents have rented, and Sloth promises us that breakfast will be ready. I've warned him that we stink, but he gets it. So I might just have to fist bump Sloth's mama and papa until after I've had a shower, and then maybe I can give them a cuddle. Oh, and here it is. The Appalachian Trail. Welcome to Damascus sign. Oh, how wonderful to be here. That's sensational. Hey, Charge.
Oh?
We're walking into town, aren't we? What? It's a little engine. We thought we'd better walk into town before we go to Sloth's Air BnB, because we need to make sure that we do all the miles on the AT that we need to do in town. It's pretty. This creek.
Close the curtain.
Oh my goodness me, will you look at this spread? We're about to eat all of this. In fact, we're not allowed to leave the table until it's all gone, I'm sure. A Charge. A Sloth.
Yeah, bro.
Good morning, Charge.
Hello, Flash.
You look very clean, refreshed, and could I just say, well fed.
Hey. So we had a little bit of a sleep in. Instead of getting up at 5:30, we got up at 6:30. We had a very strenuous hike into town this morning, 1.9 miles. And all downhill.
That's how we like it. That's
Yeah.
incidentally, that's the Virginia Creeper Trail behind us that people are biking down. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're going downhill like we did. And as we were walking into town, there was a big toot, 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 and then the Santa Claus vehicle stopped, and out popped Mrs. Sloth and Little Sloth, and we got taken back to this lovely Air BnB. And Mama Sloth, she cooked a beautiful, comprehensive breakfast.
Oh, it was
Hence why I'm
fantastic.
sitting in the chair here, just going.
Do you know, I
"Ooh."
even had plant-based bacon and plant-based sausages.
You got spoiled.
It was so thoughtful and delicious.
Yeah, no, you.
And berries
Yep, no, you got spoiled.
and eggs.
So since then, I've been working hard. I've made a list for us to go and resupply,
And buy new shorts.
we're going to buy some shorts and some shoes,
Possibly, yeah.
and basically might get some wine.
We're not carrying that in our backpacks though, are we?
No, that's for tonight.
Yeah,
I think we have to buy some firewood,
yeah.
and because there's a fire pit there, and today is just basically a 0 day. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous day, and look how beautiful. We just got this. Is just lovely. It's a really. There's a mountains up there that we won't be climbing today. Where there's Santa's Jeep, and here's this beautiful house with. I don't know if you can see. I'll zoom in over there. Sloth is shaving his head and his face. It's time for a bit of personal maintenance. So there's a pile of sloth hair that is appearing underneath him on the ground. But that's what we do when we're in town. We wash, we clean, we eat, and this is such a treat. What you got there, Charge? Oh, they're a different colour. What's that colour?
They even got a heel.
They've got a heel on the sole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you found new shoes in Damascus?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just pop over here and just have a look at... What's this other box?
Did you get new shoes too?
Oh my goodness me. I've got new shoes too. We've just had an unbelievably expensive trip to the Outfitters, but you can't walk in shoes that are broken.
These are cheaper than New Zealand.
That's not surprising. Everything's cheaper than New Zealand. And we've also got a whole bunch of food for the next few days, and new beer rope and other bits and pieces from the Outfitters there. So we've just been shopping. What have you got in your hand there, Charge?
Well, this here is only to be used by experts,
Okay.
and it's my food bag beer hanging rope
Okay.
and a heavy duty bag, heavy duty rope that won't tangle like my last one. But like I said, it's only to be used by experts.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that a pointed comment by any chance?
if you think that I'm talking about the lack of performance from Sloth, yes.
I bought myself a new rope today.
Have you? A long one?
I got a 50 foot, so I've got plenty of room to cut it at least once or twice and still be able to bear hang without a problem.
Excellent. Just been to a couple more outfitters because we needed to find new shorts for charge. We've succeeded finally to find shorts for charge and a few other things that we needed from outfitters. Dropped a bit of money actually in Damascus, but we've sort of at that nearly 500 mile point where everybody's shoes are ready to be replaced, and you know, there's a certain amount of gear that's kind of worn out. So anyway, we are now heading to maybe back to the house. There's a couple of other things that we need to get from the grocery store, mainly tea bags for me in charge and hot chocolate, because we've been a bit light on tea bags. All the Twinings English breakfast that we bought from New Zealand has run out, so it's time to find some more. But apart from that, we have bulging food bags and are ready to head out back onto the trail, well, tomorrow for a slate pack, but by ourselves on Monday. Santa Claus, he always draws a crowd. Home time. Ate too much, but it was delicious. And we've got Will coming with us. He's staying the night at the house as well. And we're going back to make s'mores. I've never made s'mores before, but oh, there's Will. We've got Will. We're going to make s'mores in the fire pit at the house we're staying in, so that's pretty exciting. Another day, another fire charge.
Yeah.
So you started this fire?
Yeah, I have to take full responsibility for lighting this beautiful fire.
And why have you lit this beautiful fire?
Because it's there.
And?
Firewood is there.
And?
We had cotton wool and Vaseline, which is, you light that.
You're talking about the process, I'm talking about the reason.
Well, the reason is Chardonnay. One for wine glasses.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay and tumblers, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
and
with
then
it.
we're going to do some
s'mores.
s'mores.
Have you ever had a s'more before?
No. But
I've never had a s'more before.
yeah, so later on we'll show you exactly what that is.
It's s'more time.
Are you quite adept at the s'mores?
I love s'mores. I've
Is
been
making
making
s'mores a
s'mores.
competitive pastime? Because I picked up at dinner time with your family, there was a certain competitiveness involved in
With my
s'more.
family, it can get a little competitive.
That's okay.
We all think we make the best s'more,
I'm sure you all do.
so
We'll see.
It's a bit competitive.
So we're hanging out with Will tonight at our Air BnB with Papa Sloth and Mama Sloth. And Will's just letting his family know what channel to be watching to see him live in Damascus. So give them a wave, Will.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so it's s'mores time. Sloth has the, good Lord, jumbo marshmallows. How big is that packet of marshmallows? I'm zooming in. That is a very large bag. We don't need to eat them all tonight, do we?
Oh, we do.
Do we?
'Cause once they're open, they've just got to be eaten.
And what else have you got on that table there,
So
Sloth?
we've got our jumbo marshmallows. We each have roasting sticks so that you can get into the fire without having to get too hot.
Without burning your hand. Yep.
We've got the one and only Hershey's chocolate.
So how many other people are coming?
Oh, it's just us.
Oh, jolly good.
1 bar per person. There's 6 of us, 6 bars. It works well.
And
graham crackers.
is that one syllable or two? Is that graham or graham?
Graham.
Graham. How's it spelled?
Graham.
Interesting.
Graham.
Not Graham?
Nope, not Graham.
Okay.
Graham.
Graham.
Like the weight measurement.
That's G-R-A-M, I do believe.
English is English.
Apparently not.
For those of us that need it, a little bit more Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Jolly good.
What you want to do is see how many times you can get this golden brown, pull the skin off, and then roast it again.
Not me, I'm just waiting.
Graham.
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 And
Hershey's.
yeah,
Giant marshmallow.
yeah.
Graham.
Stick it in your mouth. Let's see what happens. It's a s'more.
Whatever.
How good's that? Is that delicious?
I'm only having marshmallow at the moment.
The jumbo marshmallow gets in the way a little.
It still looks really good. Who doesn't love being filmed eating?
Come on. We all know you got a big mouth, Charge.
That's not true.
Delicious. New shoes. Whoop. New shoes. Woo. New shoes. Woo. Oh yeah. So the time is 6:55 and we're heading in, the Santa Claus mobile up to the trailhead.
Are you taking polls today?
Yes.
And Kyle's gonna need, Sloth is gonna need his poles.
I'm
Good
gonna
thing
need
that
my
Mum,
poles.
good thing Mum reminded you.
Good thing we got Mama around.
So we're heading up to the trailhead. We're gonna meet, someone who was once called Rose, but who's now called Search Party. She's meeting us up at the trailhead, and we are slack packing. Woohoo, my favourite thing. Back here, it's a pretty sunrise coming up over the hills, but it's a bit chilly, I have to say, this morning. Got your poles, Sloth?
Got my poles.
Excellent.
Great big deep. Something to swallow at the whole tire.
2 in a row.
Walk all over you.
Seriously, video? No. Okay.
It's 10 to 8 and we have been driven to the top of Virginia's highest mountain because we are slack packing and we're going south. So what that means is Sloth's dad drove us north by 22 miles, north to a trailhead, and we are walking back to Damascus, back to the house that we're staying in. So we again are going to meet a whole bunch of people whom are going the normal direction north, who we know. But the funny thing is that where we've been dropped off is at the top of the highest mountain in Virginia, so we get to walk down it today, and then we'll be brought back to the top of this mountain again tomorrow, and we get to walk down it again tomorrow. So we're avoiding having to climb it, which is not a bad thing. The drive out was a bit ropey. We narrowly missed a couple of deer on the road, and it was, yeah, we feel like we're out in the middle of the boonies out here, but it's a beautiful day. The temperature's gorgeous, and hopefully these new shoes are going to do what I need them to do and not rub my feet raw. I will report back with charge later on, but it's time to get marching. So today, Charge is not just rocking new shoes, he's rocking new shorts. And interestingly enough, after 3 outfitters, we probably got possibly the cheapest pair of shorts you could imagine, made in some poor third world country, but they're unbelievably comfortable and they fit perfectly. So, pardon? $19. $19 plus tax. But they're a bargain indeed. Beautiful. What are we searching for? The trail is over there, because I can see the little white blaze on the rock.
We're just looking for somebody.
But look at those beautiful mountains. Everything's hazy, but gorgeous. Charge. I can see the trail. And I can see you. Well, the view's beautiful. Appalachian Trail, turn right. Virginia Creeper Trail that way, Appalachian Trail that way. So Damascus, when we visited yesterday and went to the different outfitters, it's not just about hiking, it's about cycling as well. And for a brief moment right now, we are sharing the road with the Virginia Creeper Trail. It means that there are cyclists. I don't know how many people walk the Virginia Creeper Trail, but it's certainly a big deal in Damascus. We saw lots of bicycles and bicycle hire companies yesterday, with a lot of people doing this beautiful creeper trail along the side of the river. Virginia Creeper Trail charge. The story about the train is the one, I think,
Yes.
is how it got its name.
Yes. The gradient is no more than 50 degrees. So the train can get up on its own traction.
How are you enjoying the walking today?
So a beautiful trail from just over 8 miles. And it's about coming up to 11 o'clock. So Flash has been leading and she's been lashing down the trail.
I've been getting cobwebs in my face.
Oh well.
It's good silver blazing, isn't it? When you get the cobwebs in your face because you're the first person down the trail.
Exactly.
Right, well this is beautiful. And we're just going to keep on marching to Damascus. Not long till we get to Damascus now. It says 3 miles, probably about 4 miles till we get to our destination. So, about 7 hours in, we've done 18 or so miles, and it's been a steady walk today. Not too many ups, lots of downs, but really nice walking. I managed to fall flat on my face, so I feel like I've bruised my ribs ever so slightly, but nothing dramatic. I've got a scuffed elbow and a hole in my hiking mid-layer, my black jumper. We just saw a bear. I came around the corner and Sloth and Rose had seen a mummy bear with some baby bears who'd gone up the tree, and they in fact had got some video of the babies going up the tree. I had looked in that general direction and identified what looked like a bear, but I decided that it was just a log, because they're always logs at this time of the night, of the afternoon. You see a log and you're sure it's a bear, but it moved. So Mama Bear was up the top there, obviously keeping an eye on her babies, and I tried to take a video, but it was some distance. She was some distance away, so probably not. There are a lot of bears around here. We had AJ turn up at the house I'm staying at last night, quite late, because she was camping around here last night and a bear attacked her food bag, and she woke up hearing her bag of food being attacked by a bear, managed to chase it off, and in the dark of night, knowing that there was a bear prowling around, packed herself up and came into town, and that must have been really scary for her. So there are still very active bears in this part of Virginia, and whilst I always say, gee, I'd like to see a bear, more importantly I'd like to see some baby bears run up a tree. I certainly wouldn't want to encounter one at night having a go at our food bags. That would be really, really scary. Alright, off the trail. Well, we're still on the trail, but we walked back into Damascus because Damascus is, again, one of those trail towns that you walk right through. The last one was Hot Springs, I think, wasn't it? So we have smashed out, it's 20 miles at the moment, but it's going to be closer to 22 by the time we get back to the house. And it's great to have got that done. Really satisfying. Beer. That's Charger's just giving me beer signals. I think that would be a very sensible thing to do, is to rehydrate with a cold beverage after smashing out a quick, I don't know, 20 point something miles. 21 point something.